Hi. I have an essay of sorts. Well, no, it's not of sorts. It's an essay. It's what I think about um, my generation. I hope you enjoy it. I'm ready. Almost. Alrighty. Let's take this off. I have to get comfortable because this is important to me. It is important to me. It's called Friends on a Mission Impossible. Uh, we were all a bunch of odd marbles rolling around in the same colorful tin can, making a lot of noise and having fun along the way. We were the minority then, friends who took a hard left turn into a jungle of madness called chaos. We were under the silly impression that people would follow. But we were few taking this new path as we hacked down the old weeds that took root in our society. We came out on the other side, some bruised and battered, and too many of us did not make it at all. Their ghosts still hang in the atmosphere, just to see or remember, to see how the survivors made out. Or did we forget altogether the original war for a peace that had to be won at the high cost of so many lives? We are still fighting with phantoms who want to chain our dreams to a wall and watch us bleed for some understanding. So we write, we sing, we play our own instruments, hoping, still dreaming of the joy and peace that we promised ourselves so long ago. We took the high road of dreams that might come true, and we gave our hearts and minds to this dream of a peaceful world. When the war ended, when the Vietnam War ended, we continued a war within ourselves because there was a darkness that followed us. I guess you would call it aftershock. Then the good old carpetbaggers moved right in, trying to sell us new dreams, different dreams, because the rubble of our war-torn emotional lives needed to be rebuilt. Not an easy task, it seems, for we had to face what we sacrificed during this time. Mostly our hearts and minds needed tending in the aftermath. There seemed to be a peace won, but the same old things that ruled our lives before, in fact, were still there. The old guard regime of living an everyday life within our completely altered beliefs. We won a peace of sorts. The war had ended, but the war within still raged against an indomitable empire of everyday life that settled in as we still were marching to that different drum. We tried to drown it. We tried to kill it. We tried to sedate it. But the rage turned inward, became our personal demons that had to be fed or quenched somehow. We were still high inside, a high that was brought down to a reality we were not sometimes able to handle, always searching for a cause to quench this demon of rebellion. It seems we no longer had anything left to rebel against but ourselves. We reached for some kind of understanding, but it fled from us as we turned back into just everyday people, walking into the crowd of the very things we thought we left behind. And so something on the inside was not satisfied with this ever-expanding sameness. We became mockers of our own dreams. The dream of a kind of new earth, a haven for the individual, expressing their depth of experience that people no longer needed to hear, or so we thought. In a kind of reverse despair, the war raged on as we went back into a secluded dream world of our own, painting in caves, sculpting our lost gods, writing our pathos, trying to reach out to the stars, for there we might find our own personal haven or heaven. If we could but forgive ourselves for forcing these issues of change and peace, then we might find a real peace, the peace within, the rebuilding of our dream temple, our homes, our minds, and our hearts on fire, still loving and still believing in the dream of peace. Peace, brother.